What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another video, and this one right here is all about Colt and Vanessa. Now, when it comes to Colt, we do know that recently he was involved in an accident that caused him to break his leg. And then because of that, he ended up having to have 3 different surgeries to make sure that everything went well. Now, after the surgeries, it then came out that Colt was now out for at least 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months of Vanessa pretty much having to look after him as if she's Debbie 2.0. But anyway, with that being said though, ladies and gentlemen, at the time we wasn't told necessarily what had actually happened. Some people speculate that maybe it may have been due to a car crash, but it turns out that Vanessa actually came out to announce that what had happened was that they were filming for another season of 90 Day Fiancé, and Colt, I believe, was on a trampoline, and then boom, a terrible accident happened that then caused for him to break his leg. Now, because of this situation itself in particular, what had happened was that Vanessa then requested to stop filming, and of course Colt couldn't as well. So with that being said, now them two were unable to finish filming whatever that season was and whatever it was for. So at this moment in time, it has now been alluded that Vanessa and Colt may just be done with 90 Day Fiancé all in all. Whether that is true or not, again, I cannot confirm, but I guess when the season comes out, the one they were supposed to be on, which has not been announced, we'll be able to find out if they did still make the cut or if they were removed in general. Now the problem is that if they are removed in general, we will never know what season of 90 Day Fiancé that they were meant to appear. But the question is though, do you believe, due to the accident itself in particular, this is the end of Vanessa and Colt? Me myself in particular, it's a bit of a tricky one, because despite the fact that Debbie is in a relationship with a Canadian, one thing we do know is with Big Ed, he's in a relationship with Liz. But Big Ed and Liz keep coming back to 90 Day Fiancé, even though they don't actually fit the threshold of what 90 Day Fiancé is all about, an American dating someone who's actually from outside of the country. But that's a whole different conversation right there. So end of the day, because of that, I'm sure some way, somehow, we'll probably see Debbie come back with her partner Tony. And if Debbie's going to come back, we always know that Debbie and Colt can never do a season without one of them to appearing at some point, because they're just joined to the hip, just regardless of how the storyline goes. But either way though, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you're thinking. Do you think that Vanessa and Colt are done with the franchise? As far as I'm concerned, I think she was right at the time to obviously request to stop filming, because at the end of the day, her partner, her husband, was in dire pain. But to be fair, it's quite interesting that she had to pretty much refuse to continue filming, because that tells me that 90 Day Fiancé were obviously trying to, film regardless of what had happened to Colt, and probably wanted to put that as part of their storyline. So I can imagine the disrespect that Vanessa and Colt would have probably felt from the franchise at the time, which probably resulted to her being in a position where she was like, I am not filming, I refuse. So therefore, that could definitely prompt them to not want to come back ever again to 90 Day Fiancé, or at least not in the foreseeable future. But either way though, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you're thinking down below. I'm just letting you know the situation, and thanks you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.